don't be so worried about what's said today. Don't be so worried about what was said even yesterday, because in the future it's probably going to be an apology if it's something negative, or it's probably going to be something more uplifting in regard to what you're doing, what you're thinking in the future.
Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light.
What up, y'all? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, The Mother's Garden. Today we are going to do the new moon reading for the month of July 2020, and I'm so excited to do this reading because July 20th happens to be my birthday. Go Cancer! It's your birthday. Go Cancer! It's your birthday. Hey! So I actually was born on a full moon, and so I'm excited to feel this new moon energy and all that it has to bring to us. The roller coasters that we may have coming in store for us and everything else. So let's go ahead and buckle up and find out what the placements are for this current moon, and then we'll see what the cards say to be in store for. Just a quick disclaimer that this is a general reading and it may not resonate, and it is a collective reading, so there will be many different energies that will be pulled into this. Please take away with it what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we're going to get right into this. So this new moon is in Cancer. Yes, again, the moon is in Cancer, the sun is in Cancer. This is a new moon, and the thing about this moon is that it is also in opposition to Saturn, which is retrograde Capricorn, which is Cancer's polar opposite. So it is very much time to do the work, but it's time to focus on the future instead of the right now. We have to really decide what we've done up to this point, if it's something that we want to carry out into the future, and if it's not, what do we want to do with our future? This new moon brings the opportunity to create something new for 2021. This opportunity allows you to create something new moving forward, and also to cut off all of those things from the past that are no longer serving you. So I have pulled some earth magic cards. I'm going to turn them over. We get full moon, completion, dream time, creation, and summer solstice, radiance. So you should really be feeling the effects of the summer solstice at this point. This radiance, we see the sun card, right? Just let the sun shine on you. Go outside, get as much sun as you possibly can, and just let it radiate. Like, I went outside one day this week in the sun. After I came back, I just was receiving so many messages. And so just sit if you can and be aware of what the temperature and the humidity and things of that nature are doing in your area, and make sure that you are doing it at a safe time of day for you. But please get as much sun as you can. Take your water out there and just sit and relax and allow yourself to take in the elements that are around you for this new moon. So again, we know that the moon phase just doesn't last one day. It's like a coming into and a going out of the moon. So you can start like on the 18th, 19th, 20th, go through the 21st, 21st and 22nd to really feel all of the changing effects of the moon. And so it's perfect because that's Saturday. Most people tend to have time off on the weekend, and so you'll have a lot of time to relax and to get with this moon and resonate and ask it, what should I be putting new into my future? What should I be dreaming of? What new things should I be creating at this time? And what did you just complete at this last full moon? Is there someone who's no longer in your life? Is there something that you decided to quit doing? You had the power of the previous eclipse to really bring that into fruition. If there's something that you know that you are not supposed to be continuing into your future, then you might want to think about that and focus on quitting that with the next full moon coming. So I'm going to replace the old with the new is what you should be thinking. Ask and feel and get into yourself. What do you really love to do that you haven't been doing? How can you incorporate it into your life? How can you get focused on it? And then do that. And then what are some possible things that you have been doing or have in your life that you really don't need or are not putting any value into your life? And decide to replace these new things, replace those old things with the new things, and get rid of them by the next full moon, so that those new things really have a place to live and grow in your life. Okay, so we're going to look towards the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. I do have some new Oracle decks and some new Tarot decks coming. Excited to get into those, but I will continue to use this lovely Wild Kuan Yin deck because I just love it so much. What message does it have for us with this new moon, July 2020? We have grandmother ensures safe crossing. So this is what this card looks like, and you'll see that there's someone sort of walking a tightrope, and then grandmother is holding that person's hand, allowing them to cross. This is the 16th card. July is the 7th month. And we do want to take note that on the 20th of July in the year 2020, that equates to a 4. So this is a perfect time to create something that's new, and it's going to be very stable, have a very strong foundation in it. And so really focus on bringing in something new into your life. Grandmother ensures safe crossing. You have a journey ahead of you. This journey will lead you across the water, far away from what you have known. To bear the crossing of the water, you must lose sight of the shore. It is part of your destiny, your sacred life path to take this journey. So although you may feel excitement or fear, hope or uncertainty about whether you are up to the task, know that it is meant for you. This journey is divinely blessed and will bring great success. So awesome. As you are going out on this journey, it's like, have no fear. Have no fear. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you. You are assured to be successful on this journey. And so don't question yourself. Don't overthink things. Just get out here, put the energy into it, and allow your gifts and your intuition and everything that comes to you naturally to flow. Okay? I'm going to read the beginning of this. To cross the water implies more than simply taking a trip. It refers to a more life-changing experience of committing to and taking a journey. So that's what we were just talking about. It's perfect. Goes right along with this moon. It goes right along with us changing from the more feminine energies to the masculine energies in these Jason months. So it's definitely time to put yourself out there, to do those things that you once dreamt of doing, that you have put on the back burner. It's really time to get out there and even test yourself. If you want to go back to school, if you want to learn a new trade, it's very much a good time for you to get into these things. And I'm hearing that some people are saying, with what money, or with what, like, I know there's still people who are off work. I still know that resources are limited, but it's our job to think past that. It's our job to know that I'm here, so therefore it's possible. And once you set your mind to that aspect, then you will get a greater understanding of what you're supposed to do. And not only that, but a larger belief in self that will just propel you forward when times are questionable, when times are hard, when it seems like you can't. You'll be able to pull something deep from down within that will help you to know, oh yes, you can. And so you're going to have to really dig into those qualities and find that energy and that strength within yourself in order to go forward, especially with things being in such an emotional place, right? Cancer is a very emotional sign. We got sun and moon in emotions. That means that people who normally aren't in their feelings are going to be possibly in their feelings. And so you're going to probably hear things from people who don't normally say as much as they might be, or react in a way that they might at this time, simply because that's where the energy is. It's going to be kind of not murky waters, but rough waters. So where the boat's kind of hitting the water, where there's a little bit of turbulence hitting the plane, it's going to be some of those little, oh, that was weird. They don't normally act like that. You're going to get some of those. Try not to really take those things to heart if they end up being some things that might be negatively said about you. Sort of stall out until you receive the apology that'll be coming once this energy is left. It's just got people in their feelings. They are kind of going to probably be misunderstanding why they are even reacting that way. Why are they doing some of the things that they are doing, and why are they receiving even some of the energy and messages that they are receiving from people? Because it's going to be a little bit abnormal. Especially we have, right, retrograde Capricorn, where that Saturn placement is. And Saturn, he will reward you big if you do the work. Now we know that Capricorn is very big about doing work. We also know that Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer. So where you might tend to normally be doing things, I want to say on an individual nature, where you are internalizing things, you might be a little bit safer to kind of externalize some stuff. Don't take it so much to heart when people are saying things. Don't get in your feelings because they are in their feelings. Oh, empaths, be very careful right now as to who you are around, what state of mind they are in, and what things they are going through, because it probably can easily wipe off on you right now. So just kind of pay attention to that. Try to be as chill as possible, but get your focus on what you want to do in your future. Don't be so worried about what's said today. Don't be so worried about what was said even yesterday, because in the future it's probably going to be an apology if it's something negative, or it's probably going to be something more uplifting in regard to what you're doing, what you're thinking in the future. And so just know that it's what the energy is right now. People are in their feelings, people are jealous, people are envious, people are pig-headed, all of those types of things. They're going to be stubborn one minute, they're going to be happy for you, then they're going to be jealous of you because what they got going on. It's just going to be a lot of emotions and a lot of energies that you're just going to have to go, that dang on sun and moon together in Cancer. Let me just, that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move on. A journey is not only an external experience, it's an internal adventure too. So we have that external, internal again with that Capricorn and Cancer going on. And it says, whilst a trip is interesting perhaps and gives us some nice experiences, fundamentally it leaves us the same person upon return. A journey, however, changes us on the inside. It awakens us into more of who we are. So this is just the beginning of that journey. You're just setting out on that journey. So that's why the things that are happening right now are not going to be so greatly influential, because where you're going, the things that are going to actually happen right now won't even matter. So just stay focused on the future. Stay focused on where you've decided to go and what you've decided to do. I'm going to also pull a couple cards from the Heal Yourself reading cards, just to see what other things we can look at as blockages in this current new moon, so that we know that it's just a stumbling block and that we have to see it in a certain way in order to get over it and past it and leave it behind. So the cards that we have pulled, this one came up in the weekly reading for this past week, so not a surprise that this energy is still here. Sexual arts. So for those of you who are in relationships, those of you who last week it kind of was speaking about someone from a blast from the past coming back. That person might still be around, but even within your own self, you have the ability to create magic. So even if it's just you looking in the mirror and seeing yourself in that future position, seeing yourself as that great new big thing, use this energy to bring that into fruition, whether you're alone or you're with someone else. Okay? And then we have pride. Okay, and we see here again another mask is being lifted with that pride. This is just to really take a good look at yourself. Be proud of everything you've done up until this point. Make sure that you give yourself the necessary accolades this new moon. Make sure that you are celebrating who you are, where you came from, and where you've made it to thus far. We don't want to take that lightly, although we do want to celebrate it and move on. It's time to focus on the future. It's time to focus on what's bigger and better, what's onward and upward. And it's time for us to set up strategic plans as to how to get to those places. This moon offers you a hand and look, it's guiding you. It's guiding you. So the energy is open and ready to receive you if you're willing to do these tasks. And then courage. Of course, right? It takes a lot of courage to walk that line. You can't just get out there and go. This is a tightrope. This is something that you've never done before. And so we're going to look at that number 30 card, courage. I will say that the sexual arts card is 33, which is a 6, right? So we've made the necessary changes. We're moving forward. And then we have again the 7 card, which is the pride card, and everything's in 7. Shout out and sending love and healing energy to those who were affected by Tropical Storm Faye. Faye, of course, F is the letter 7. So for those who were affected, this is my shout out to you to receive healing energy and prayers that you will replenish and repair at a rapid rate. Alright, so we're going to now look at the 30 card. Whether you are afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are. You need to make a decision and move forward with belief, trust, and boldness. Give it your all no matter the outcome. Despite what you've been telling yourself, you are ready for a new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to face life's challenges. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. Every blessing has a challenge, and every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to both explore both. Whilst there may be difficult moments ahead, keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best. You are being asked to gather your courage to be who you truly are and stand strong for your convictions. So you might be met with a lot of opposition, right? Again, we have that retrograde in opposition to the current energy. So you might be saying, I think I'm ready to move, and somebody might be like, you ain't going nowhere. You might be thinking about getting a new job. You might be just weighing out your options, and you might express them to people, and you might get some backlash. So this might be also a good time to move in silence. Think about the things that you are going to do, write them down, keep a journal, and kind of start making the moves on these things before you actually share this information with anyone, because you don't want any negative thoughts or afflictions holding you back, especially if they're not even your own. It's enough what we do to ourselves, let alone to allow someone else to cause another weight for us to bear upon our backs when we are trying to simply go ahead in life. So I'm going to use the Rider Tarot right now. I'm going to pull 3 cards. This will be the last step in this new moon reading. Again, if it resonates with you, please comment down below. If you would like a personal reading, you may contact me at lmothersgarden.com. You can there schedule your own reading. My calendar is available. And we have the 4 of Cups, Judgment, and the King of Cups. So I feel like this really speaks to the ending of that old crap, getting away with what no longer serves you, and definitely going into all that makes you happy and joyous. So you are being given a gift, a new opportunity to receive that joy that you might have up to this point not taken a gander at. So what opportunity keeps presenting itself to you? What are you naturally good at that you might be ignoring? What person keeps coming into your life and offering all these things and you keep turning them down? There's something that keeps coming into your life that you are so concentrated on, whatever else it is that you are doing, that you have not taken the time to see this person, place, thing for its value that it presents you. Have you visited a place and when you were there you just felt like you were at home, and you just felt like, oh, I could do so much here? Maybe it's time to move. Maybe it's time to, pick up yourself. We see those YouTube videos, move to such and such with $5, with no dollars. Just got up and had faith and were strong enough and diligent enough to get into the resources, dig around, and figure it out. Not every time someone does that do they have somebody there. You don't have to have somebody there. If you want to go somewhere, if it speaks to you and you're the only person in your family that's there, go. We got FaceTime, we got Messenger, we got airplanes, telephones, cars, anything else that we need to stay in touch with those who we love. So it's time for you to do what is necessary for you to feel free and at home. I'm going to go ahead and pull the last 3 cards. And these 3 cards I will use to emphasize the first 3 cards that were pulled from the Rider-Waite Tarot. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we end up with the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It fell, but it fell in reverse. So let's see. The first card that came out, the 8 of Pentacles, actually goes with the King of Cups. The 7 of Wands came out to enforce this 4 of Cups. So not only are you resisting, you are actually fighting. You know what it is you're doing. You know what you are creating in opposition to, that you are not allowing yourself to flow into. You know that this thing, this opportunity, this place, this person will actually make you utterly happy, and you are resisting moving towards that. So it's time to put this wand down. There's nobody holding these sticks down here. These sticks are just coming up through the floor because you are making excuse after excuse after excuse, reason after reason after reason why you cannot do something. The power is within you. Stop being scared. There's nothing to fear. It is divinely guided at that. So make sure that you are not holding yourself back. Make sure that you are not being your own greatest enemy, and make sure that you are open and receptive to change, because change is inevitable. The 8 of Wands is here in regard to judgment. So not only do you know, but the people around you know. Here she just needs to move. Here she just needs to leave that job. Here she just needs to get out of that relationship. Here she just needs to go ahead and marry her. Here she needs to just do this. You're not only hearing it internally, you're getting it externally. And the knowledge that you must come one with is that there's a dead horse and it's starting to stink. It is time to remove the carcass and get on your way. There's no reason to keep standing around what's old, hoping, wishing that it's going to come back and then it's going to do something new for you. What is that saying? To keep doing something over and over again, expecting a different result, is insanity. Are you insane? It's time to move along and go on to the next journey. This, I'm hearing, is over now. That song, it's over now. The storm is over now. That journey is over now. That opportunity, that way of life, that way of thinking, it's over now. I'm here to tell you. They're here to tell you. You know. So stop fighting and stop resisting. So we have the working man in reverse in regard to the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, this is a job. For some of you, though, it's just something that you've been working on for a very long time, that you just hope the day for it to be something big was coming, and it possibly is the time for you to realize that it's just not going to happen, at least not in this space or this place or through the manner of what you have been doing it. It doesn't mean that you have to give up on what you dreamed of for so far, but it is time for you to definitely look at it in a different way. And what other way can you look at this and see this, carry things out in regard to this, that is going to allow you to actually change it altogether and make it new yet still the same? We don't have to give up on things that we love if they still serve purpose or value in our lives. You only want to give up on things that are not serving. So if there's something that you're doing that is serving you, or that you just know for sure with your whole heart that it is going to work, then you gotta take another aspect at it. You're going to have to look at it from a different telescope, thimble, a magnifying glass. Get in there and look at this. What haven't you tried? What have you tried? What did work? What didn't work? Figure out all of those things, and once you have those things figured out, then what can I add to this? What can I change about this that's going to make it work? A lot of you are trying to start businesses right now. How do you stand out amongst the crowd? You love to do blah blah blah, but so does 500, 675 million, thousand, or 100 other people in the world. And they've already started their businesses, and they have already become established. And how are you going to eke your way into that crowd and have the biggest voice? There's something that makes you unique. There's something that makes you special. There's something that you can do that will allow your business, yourself, your venture to stand out amongst the crowd. So stop being swallowed. Stop thinking small. It's time to grow up big. All right, this is the new moon reading for July 20th. Happy birthday again to all of those Cancer, Leo, Cuspers. I hope that you all have found this very meaningful and that it rests with your soul in a very calming nature so that you can focus through these tumultuous waters and allow yourself to find sturdy footing and move forward. I am Miss Indigo Blue. You can find me at ZenMothersGarden.com. I will be back for your weekly reading for the week of July 20th through the 26th, and I will see you here again soon. Ciao.
What am I supposed to do? Who am I? This situation is bigger than me. I don't know how. I don't know what. No, it's not. It's not bigger than you. You have all the power that you need. All you have to do is tap into it. You have all the strength. You have all the knowledge. You have everything that you need. All you have to do is stop masking yourself in self-doubt. Quit putting on this facade and quit making yourself feel less than capable, because you are so capable.